What action screams, "I lost the argument"? When they start responding with "who asked" even though they started it. No one asked for your opinion. Good, but you're still going to hear it. I like this, simple but effective. Trying to focus on side points of yours that don't really have anything to do with the main point is a means of diversion. Edit: wow, I haven't been online in days, thanks for all the awards everyone. Or when they successfully rebut one of your supporting arguments, for example a bad analogy, and treat it as a total victory, even though they still haven't addressed your core argument. This is why I no longer use analogies. There is no perfect analogy. They are meant to help people see things in a different way. People who aren't arguing in good faith don't care about that. You can never win an argument against someone whose goal is to misunderstand you. When they go completely off topic. Well, I don't like your username. Well, I don't like your mom. I do, smirking face. I too like this guy's mom. So if you have a dog that is used to herd sheep, it's called a sheepdog. What do you call a dog who protects a cornfield? A corn dog? Get the F out of here. What about a dog that guards the sun, a hot dog? Or a dog that guards your supper, sup dog? Or just start throwing insults. Like, yep, the moment you start insulting me it means you have no meaningful argument and I've won. I guess I'm just a terrible mother. Are you quoting my mom? Our mom, comrade. I knew I had a long-lost brother. I guess you guys have a sister too. We got the same damn mom. I never knew I had so many brothers and sisters, we're a goddamn dynasty. Yo, y'all's mama ho. Your mom effed your dad. Unfortunately. Did you just nationalize that person's mom? Oh, she's international. I carried you for 9 months and you dare talk to me like that? Mine used to actually give me crap for having to quit drinking, drugs, and smoking during her pregnancy only to find out she didn't even quit, she just cut back. Oh, mine would do the same. I changed my whole life because of you. I stopped drinking and doing meth while I was pregnant with you. The kicker is that none of us even asked to be born in the first place. Life is like soccer, my mom signed me up for it, and I don't even like soccer. Bro, my mom signed me up for soccer in first grade. And then every year after that. I was good at it. I hated it. Eventually my mom made me try out for the travel team, and I made the cut. She made me keep playing year after year until high school, where she made me try out for the school team. It was 3-day tryouts. I kept trying to do badly, but they called me back for the second day anyway. And then they called me back for the last day, and I just ended up skipping the tryouts and joining back with everyone at the end for when she came to pick me up. Getting that phone call that I did in fact not make the team was simply amazing. Never played another game of soccer since then. I had the opposite experience. Wanted to play soccer so bad, was the one sport I was even halfway decent at. Mom refused to let me try out. She claimed I could go retarded if the ball hit me in the head. Well, joke's on you, Mom. Or the classic "I'm not doing anything else for anyone today." If you do things for others only to hold it above them later, you aren't doing things for others. You'll understand when you have kids of your own. Actually, I won't, because I'm not going to pop out any kids to F them up like you did. She loved hearing that one. Edit: I am older and a tiny bit wiser than I was then, but I am no contact with my mom at this point. I said really painful crap to people when I was younger and it came from a place of pain. I still have a lot of things to work through that I've all but blocked out of my mind. I started therapy, so hopefully through that I will work through it. I do fear having kids still, because my anger and frustration would manifest in the same ways my mom's did, but what can you do? I came up with a line to use when my mom was telling me how worthless I was. So, do you attribute that to heredity or upbringing? I never had the balls to actually use it though. I said that to my dad many times. His response? Take some effing responsibility. Oh, the irony. My mom will hit me with great, I really needed this today. One time she did it over something stupid, but it was on my birthday, and getting to clap back with that was one of the most cathartic moments in my goddamn life. Getting my mom to say out loud, in front of my dad, that she's not willing to admit she's wrong about something because she thinks it's humiliating has been one of the greatest victories of my life. My mom told me, Jesus, it's always something with you, when I mentioned I had suicidal thoughts to her as a teenager. My mom tried that yesterday. I guess I'll go cry now. Okay. I'm sorry, I won't leave my daughter with you for 4 days because you're a royal mess. I said that to my daughter a couple weeks ago. In fairness, I'm trying to lead by example in handling our emotions. She asked me what was wrong, and I gave a 30-second synopsis of my day at work and ended with, I've really just needed to cry for hours. She looked at me and said, that's okay. Cry if you need to. I laughed and said, I guess I'll go cry now. It was nice. My mom recently used, I blame your liberal education. I studied political science in undergrad in the middle of nowhere, Alabama, and then I went to law school in Georgia. My disagreement with her over whether Donald Trump's free speech rights were taken away by Twitter isn't because I received a liberal education. It's because I received an actual education in political science, followed by a doctorate-level education in law. Facts don't have political affiliations. My favorite part of the Twitter silencing argument is the fact that it has nothing to do with the First Amendment. Private enterprise doing whatever they want has been the backbone of their political ideology, and now it's come back to bite them in the ass. You just love your father more than me. No, Mom. I want to go to this very good high school near my dad's house for my betterment. I love you both. Gosh. You just don't have the life experience. Whenever something is remotely hard, I guess I don't have 50 years of experience. It became a meme between my siblings with how often my dad used to say that. Okay, so now we agree on that. Where do we go from here? When they just start yelling crap like, look at you. You know so much? Smart ass bitch. You know this is why your ex cheated. You're insufferable. And loudly banging things, stomping, etc. I think you should stay away from that person. Agreed, that's horrible. Oddly specific. Are you okay? Are any of us really okay? When personal attacking starts. Enjoy your ban. Some of these mods are effing ridiculous. Edit, holy lord, this is the most upvotes I've ever gotten. Guess that proves my point. This happened to me on r/PewJP submission. Some mod accused me of brigading. I downvoted a dude because he was saying something homophobic and racist if I recall correctly, and had like 180 downvotes, and got a permanent ban. When I asked why, I didn't get an answer for more than 100 days, and then mod was just saying the same crap over and over again, without any explanation or proof. F mods, man. Reddit link. I posted on r/funny and got perma-banned for reposting. It wasn't a repost, and haven't had a reply from the mods in months. The post was doing quite well too. A few weeks ago I got my account suspended for trying to circumvent the ban in r/funny. I only have one Reddit account and haven't visited r/funny since the ban. I submitted a report and got my account unsuspended. Reddit link. That's effing adorable, considering how much of that dumpster fire is already reposts. And none of it is actually funny. Yeah, I'm kind of happy I got banned from it. The stuff on there is only funny 1% of the time. You're better off. That sub is crap. Whatever, you're salty. Pretty much any reference to salt, yes. If your only rebuttal is oh yeah? Well. You're a crybaby, you've already lost the argument. There's also circumstances that leave you no choice. I've had to argue with someone who never addressed my points and made snide sarcastic responses consistently. I just called him a effing brat and gave up because he was goading me into roasting his ass. I also hate, because you can't answer the question. No. I'm just not going to entertain silliness. It's difficult to win an argument against a very intelligent person, it's impossible to win an argument against a complete idiot. It's when you start meeting intelligent people who are also complete idiots that bothers me the most, the people who believe something insanely stupid but are educated enough to talk passionately about it. The amount of times I'll see someone argue while being in the wrong but trick themselves and others into believing they're not because they use the longest and most obscure words imaginable. They're the worst type of people. That's just an idiot who found a nice toolbox. Some people are so wrong you need to send them to school for a year to give them the base to even begin to explain why they're wrong. Which is why I'd rather just walk away. I have a life to live. Salt, definitely. Whatever is also often a realization that you're arguing with a brick wall. I often say whatever when it's not my hill to die on. I might care, I don't care enough to fight over it. Yeah, I was going to say. I've dropped the whatever, but not because I lost the argument but because the person I was talking to refused to give any ground at all and there was no point in trying to keep talking to them. I think those are 50-50, a lot of times they appear under a wild diatribe with absolutely nothing worth responding to. I agree. Sure, whatever is a pretty easy way to leave an argument that isn't worth having. I have a right to my opinion. Of course you do. And usually at this point in the argument no one has said otherwise, but that doesn't mean your opinion is supported by evidence. Similarly, people tend to confuse being legally in the clear with being justified more broadly. I remember arguing with a friend that a particular movement was stupid, and he replied, well, the same right that allows you to criticize them allows them to do it. And it's like, yeah, of course they have the right to do it. That doesn't make it a smart thing to do. Or when somebody says they have a right to an opinion but it turns out their opinion is really a fact that is not true. Edit. I have already clarified below that I typed this out quickly and immediately realized it wasn't a good way to say what I meant. But I specifically mean people who hide behind well that's just my opinion when spreading objectively and verifiably false information. My point seems to have been sufficiently conveyed for most people who understand what I was going for here. I mean, it gets again to the legal versus moral thing. You have a legal right to believe things that aren't true, but it's also not a great way for society to function. I have a right to my opinion. Of course you do, and usually at this point in the argument no one has said otherwise, but that doesn't mean your opinion is supported by evidence. That's when you hit them with this bad boy. Anti-intellectualism has been a constant thread winding its way through our political and cultural life, nurtured by the false notion that democracy means that my ignorance is just as good as your knowledge. Isaac Asimov. Not all opinions are created equally. The opinion of a surgeon about how to perform heart surgery is not the same as a layman's opinion about how to do heart surgery. More people need to understand this. But our democratic process has made these people think that because all votes are equal, in theory anyway, all arguments and opinions are equal as well. Which is simply not true. Also, opinions are generally only valid when, it's actually an opinion. I like strawberry more than grape is an opinion. I think 5 grams causes autism is not. That's what I get hung up on. By definition, an opinion is something subjective like food or music. You can't have the opinion that the earth is flat. You're just wrong. Edit. Fix subjective from objective. Stay in school, kids. I think you probably meant subjective, not objective. Normally I wouldn't say anything, but it's pretty relevant in this case. Yeah, well, that's just like, your opinion, man. I like strawberry more than grape is a fact, if you do, but saying strawberry is better than grape is an opinion. And it's right. When the ad hominem attacks begin, nothing says I'm out of reasonable options better than attacking somebody for their profile picture laughing out loud. Hippie. Green thing. You make my heart sing. You make everything seem groovy. I see you made a typo right there in your comment. Would be a shame if your entire argument was worth nothing and could be ignored as a result of it. I'm going to ignore your post because you left out the period. Good point, but what's with the profile pic? You tell us, you bearded albino. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.